Good afternoon. Thank you, Alaska. You know, as Alaskans, we've learned through the years to expect the unexpected. We're resilient. We take what comes. We face our challenges squarely with determination and an eye toward victory. Governor Palin, General Atkins, Lieutenant Governor Campbell, family, friends, and fellow Alaskans, I am honored and humbled to stand before you as your governor. Alaskans, you are my witnesses. I've given my pledge, and that's my promise to serve you. I've pledged to follow in the footsteps of remarkable people and to lead with integrity and with vision. Alaska is from that Aleut word, Alaskan, that means the great land. And make no mistake about it, we are great. We're the largest state in the nation. We're blessed with lush green forests and soaring peaks, crystal clear water, minerals and oil and fish and game. Alaska is indeed a great land. And Alaskans are a great people. Our native elders who ensure the preservation of their rich history and bridge the gap between young and old, passing their culture from one generation to the next. From the earliest days when Alaska's first people settled the land, to the gold rush of the late 1800s, to statehood, and even today, our people have sacrificed much, and they have contributed much to our state and our nation. Alaskans are, you are, a great people. Alaska still has much more to offer, both our people and our nation. And given today's economic climate, the stakes are high. Time is of the essence, and you have my commitment. You've got my commitment to work with you and for you to position Alaska's economy for growth and our children and our families for opportunity in the future. On December 4, 2006, Governor Sarah Palin and I swore an oath to the Constitution of the state of Alaska. We did it over at the Carlson Center. I placed my hand on the Bible just moments ago and pledged once again to uphold the Constitution. And to be here in Fairbanks today, it brings us back full circle. For just over 50 years ago, on a hill not far from here, our delegates wrote Alaska's Constitution. Today, we peacefully transfer power, a transfer envisioned by those delegates. And I am delighted that a few of those visionaries remain with us. People like former Lieutenant Governor Jack Coghill, who is with us today. We thank these wonderful people, all the constitutional delegates and their staff, for their lasting service, for their determination, and for their love of Alaska. Today, I also want to honor and say thank you to my friend and our governor, Governor Sarah Palin. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Todd and to the Palin family and to the Heath family. I am thankful to have served alongside such an honorable, such a good and decent human being. You know, from the beginning of her administration, Governor Palin set about to restore trust and to build a future for Alaskans. She stood up for all of us with respect to the gas line, resource development, energy, education, and more. So I want to say thank you, Governor. Thank you for holding fast to your principles. Thank you for your enduring faith. Thank you for your love of Alaska and your love for Alaskans. Let's hear it for Governor Sarah Palin. And I want to say thank you to Lieutenant Governor Campbell and to Anne Marie. Thanks for being willing to step into this new assignment. Thank you so much. Craig, your conservative voice on fiscal issues, whether in the cabinet meetings and before, your military service, your Guard leadership, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate all that and respect that about you. I look forward to being a working team with you as Governor Palin was with me. Thank you. The year was 1954, and that vessel that sits behind me, the SS Nenana, it made its final journey up the Tanana River. For a generation, this mighty watercraft connected our interior river communities. But by 1954, time had passed the riverboat Nenana by. The modern aviation age and other transportation infrastructure came to Alaska, spelling the end of the riverboat era. There were more efficient ways to move people and goods around our vast state. The SS Nenana went from a vital economic link to a museum piece. As Alaska embarks on its next 50 years of statehood, we face a critical question. Will Alaska move forward, or will time pass us by? How do we create a strong economy for the next half century? How do we as people and as families, how do we thrive? How do we not just survive? Well, first, we affirm our core principles, that all are created equal, and that life and freedom are precious, that all political power belongs to you, the people, and that as Alaskans, we own our state's vast and abundant resources. In affirming life and freedom, we take time to honor our military, guardians of these precious rights. Alaska has almost 10,000 men and women deployed on foreign soil at this point, thousands more serving on our soil, thousands more still in families and close friends. Our Alaska family, we acknowledge and we honor the sacrifices made by these many today and our veterans. So thank you. Thank you to the men and women who selflessly serve our nation and all of our people. Having spoken to our core values, I now turn to our two priorities, the economy and our families. On economic policies, I will not be constrained by a short-term view of our economy, but instead I will work for Alaska's future. Many of us feel the uncertainty of today's global recession. Many here feel the weight, and many of us feel the weight of high energy prices. Alaska is not immune from the economic downdraft, and we will continue to weather this storm for some time. In our rural communities, where the subsistence and cash economy intersect, Alaskans struggle to pay for gas just to get to their fish camps to operate them. There they experience thin runs, leaving people concerned about food for the winter. And good-paying jobs in rural Alaska, there are too few, too seasonal, and too few permanent. In our urban communities, businesses are stretched. People spend less and jobs are impacted. But amidst this news, we're not going to stand idle. We will position Alaska for investment and for growth, and we will train and educate more Alaskans for jobs. State government is going to do this by maintaining a stable tax regime, and we should not be nickel and diming Alaskans for a few more cents at the pump by increasing fuel taxes. We will be disciplined in our spending and focus on results for you. By doing so, state government can help produce an economic climate ripe for job creation. The well-being of our economy and people depends in significant part on cheaper energy, and thanks to Governor Palin's leadership, we have a team working on in-state gas options for Alaskans. We remain committed to that work. We will continue driving hard to assure Alaska's resources power Alaskans' homes. We completed an assessment of energy resources and opportunities close to our villages and cities. What this means? It means that cheaper energy is within our reach. It is now our community's challenge. It is our challenge. It is your challenge in your communities to band together to evaluate those resources identified in that energy inventory and take charge of our energy future. It's in our hands. Next, I'm happy to report that the economic opportunity of a generation, it lies closer than ever. Today, credible entities pursue a natural gas pipeline, where just 2.5 years ago, they were all high-centered, motionless. I will continue the sound course set by Governor Palin and the legislature in Aegea and put the interests of Alaskans first. But it's not just about big mega projects. It's about other resource development and service industries, and it's about the backbone of our economy, our small businesses. I know the challenges that our small businesses face because I've been there. I ran a small business here in Alaska for years, as did my parents before me. I will work to reduce costs and increase opportunities for small businesses and to help our entrepreneurs keep more of what they earn. 10 years from now, I want it said that Alaska inspires and grows dreams. I want it said that in Alaska, our young people can see and seize opportunity for themselves. I want Alaska to be a place where owning a small business leads to greater financial security and where larger businesses look at Alaska as a great place to invest and create more jobs. But still, I recognize that our future isn't just determined by the economy. The health and restoration of our families, that also determines our destiny. And Alaska families feel the strain. Walk into any Title I funded school, and you will find kindergarten teachers trying to calm children traumatized at home. Visit a domestic violence shelter and see women and children suffering. Understand the hardships in the interior and in rural Alaska where heating fuel costs skyrocket. Attend a high school graduation. Attend a high school graduation and ask yourself, where did all the freshmen go who should be graduating here today? Why are we missing so many? Well, clearly our young people and families are challenged. Government can't solve every problem, but in the last 2.5 years, our administration has increased funding for domestic violence and sexual assault programs. We've brought nonprofit resources together to feed those who before were forced to choose between paying for heating oil or food. And we've worked to provide fuel cost relief. We've taken major steps in improving education. But you know what? There is still much to do. Here's my vision for our families. I want Alaska to be a place where every child has a safe home or a safe home to go to. I want Alaska to be a place where every child has the right to earn his or her way to college or job training so that our graduation rates improve and they graduate ready for work. And I will assure that Alaska continues to help the neediest among us, whether younger or our elders, from public and private resources. Let me close by asking those crucial questions once again. In the next 50 years, will Alaska move forward, or will time pass us by? Will each of us be a vital player, or are we going to stay on the bench? Will we just survive, or are we going to choose to thrive? Here's my challenge to you now. Set your face and hand to Alaska's future. Don't even walk. Run with me to take responsibility for it. Be involved. This is your state. These are your resources. Take heart, be strong and courageous. Lean into your role in this Alaska family, because together we can make a difference. Like those who have served before me, I am firmly convinced, as Governor Palin said earlier today, that Alaska's greatest days are ahead. That's because I believe in you, and that's because I know that our good Lord is not through with us yet. So God bless you, Alaskans, and God bless the state of Alaska.